Salutations, English scholars. We're going to begin looking at some basic uses for the comma and how to use that properly in a sentence. Let me stress this to begin with. Just because there is a pause in a sentence does not mean a comma goes there. Not every pause is a comma. Okay? It's a very common misconception, one that drives me nuts. We're going to start with talking about commas that have interrupting information. Okay? Now, you use a comma to set off information that is unnecessary. If the interrupting information is not needed to make a complete sentence, and it only adds details, set it off with commas. If you remember from our complete sentence video, a complete sentence has to have a subject, a verb, and a complete thought. So let's look at a complete sentence, and then let's look at what happens when we add extra information into it. In our examples here, number 1, Michael Jordan is considered by many to be the greatest basketball player ever. That's a complete sentence. As you can see, it has a subject, it has a verb, it expresses a complete thought. Okay? But if we put some extra information into that, look at number 2. Michael Jordan, who won 6 championships with the Chicago Bulls, is considered by many to be the greatest basketball player ever. The fact that he won 6 championships with the Chicago Bulls is just extra information. I don't need it to make a complete sentence. It just tells me more. So I set it off with a comma, which I put in bold here and in bold here. Okay? The comma comes before and after the interrupting information. Number 3, Apollo 11 landed on the moon in 1969. Again, a complete sentence. We have a subject, a verb, and a complete thought. But look what happens when I put extra information in. Apollo 11, commanded by Neil Armstrong, landed on the moon in 1969. Again, this is extra information. I do not need it to make a complete sentence, but it just tells me a little bit more, works in a little bit more information, and that's a good thing to do. So I set that off again with commas, which I have put in bold here and here. And that is the basic way to use a comma with interrupting information.